Hey, what's up, guys? So haven't made a video in a while, but uh, wanted to come on here and talk about Electroneum a little bit. So I did participate in the ICO. I think I only bought like maybe $500 worth during the ICO, and after I saw the way it reacted, and I've kind of had my eye on it for a while now since the wallets came out. Um, I decided to invest pretty heavily at around 6 cents, and there was a lot of reasons why I decided to do that, and I can elaborate on that in further videos. But I watched a video like a week ago comparing Electroneum to Verge, and this is all the whole reason. I think the biggest reason why Verge I think gets compared to Electroneum right now is because it's in the process of debunking the potential for a coin with billion plus circulating supply having the ability to break into you know maybe a dollar plus or more. And obviously Ripple's right alongside of Verge right now, setting new all-time highs with these huge circulating supplies. But what I wanted to do is kind of elaborate on this and show you guys what I was thinking about, and where I think that this could end up possibly going. Where I know everybody's clamoring and wanting to get on all these other exchanges with Electroneum, and I totally agree. I think that that is the number one thing that is holding Electroneum back, is being on Cryptopia. And I'll kind of show you guys some stuff, but this is what I'm looking at. So it's not really um, I mean, sentiment and demand obviously is huge. That's going to have a big effect on the price, but there are numbers that you can look at to kind of gauge whether, where it might go in the future. As far as where the sentiment is and how the price has reacted over time. So one thing I want you guys to see is for Verge. Okay, this is historical data, and this is from throughout the course of the last year. So first thing, if we go all the way down to the bottom, I want you guys to see the starting price was literally like fractions of a cent, 0.0019 cents was the starting price for Verge, and they've been around for a while. But you can see at the beginning of the year, December 28th, 2016, it was only $301 trading volume for Verge. So, but as we move forward into the year in 2017, you could see that there was a pickup of the volume, obviously, and it was probably you could probably do research and figure out when they got added to different exchanges. But as the volume crept up, the price just naturally followed. More volume, more price, right? More volume, more potential. So the easiest way to explain this, and you can see here where the volume first started cracking into the millions of dollars being exchanged back and forth. And at this point, right, we're at 0.0974. So this is, let's see, about 5 or 6 months into the year, and already we are at, like, what is that, 0.0092 into point zero or 974. Let's do that. 974 divided by what was it, 92. So we've already seen a 10-time gain on Verge, and it directly corresponds to the volume, right? The volume comes up, price comes up, or at least the price swing, because you can see let's see, what are these columns? You got open, high, low, and close. So opens at 368, high is 974, low is 326, the close was 974. But my point is, all right, so you can see the volume from May 21st and 17, it hit the $1 million range for the first time right around here, and then dipped down. But you can see volume continuing to increase, price continuing to increase, right? And then there was a huge breakout just recently. We keep going. This is about 5 or 6 months into the future. Boom, right? all of a sudden we moved from 5 million to 36 million, 85 million, 254 million, right? And then just the other day, 939 million. So, I'm not trying to FUD Verge or anything, but this is a huge amount of volume growth. And you could probably look, you could see like right here, they almost had $1 billion. Um, but what I wanted to do is compare this to Electroneum. So remember when we looked at the beginning of the year, Verge was starting out at like $300 of volume. And here exactly 1 year later, 393 billion or $1 million in volume. Electroneum, if you look at their history, the first day that they were trading on a market, they did 2.5 million. And you can see that there's only been a handful of days where we're anything under 500,000, and our volume ramps up, as high as 35 million already. We've already touched 35 million, and we're only on Cryptopia, right? 35 million, 25 million, 27 million, right? We're just on Cryptopia. Now, why does that matter? Well, let's look real quick. You go to Bitcoin, right? Because Bitcoin's the most traded cryptocurrency that exists, and we go to markets. You can literally go down this list, and you'll see that when you look at volume of Bitcoin being traded, Cryptopia, you don't even find them in the top 100, and I'm pretty sure that you won't even find them in the top 200. You're gonna find them somewhere around 250. Let's see here. I think it was like somewhere right around here. Man, I can't even find them. Oh, here you go. 260. That's the first time they show up. Verge to Bitcoin, 6.4 million. All right. Now look at the volume. This is sorted by volume, and look at how it increases as we go up. And all these other exchanges that are just totally stomping the hell out of Cryptopia with volume, right? I mean, just insane. Here you get up into the first 100 million on Bittrex. OKX is doing 122. Binance, right? Poloniex, Gemini, right? These guys, these are the ones that are going to have the amount of volume that will be able to be brought into Electroneum to help the price. So let's look at one more thing. All right, so let's see here. I put the spreadsheet together, and this is like, you guys, I don't know. This is just a tool that I'm using to analyze it. I'm not saying that this is predicting the future, that I can tell that this is where the price is going to go in the future. I'm not trying to say that at all. I'm just basically kind of comparing what happens as volume goes up and how does that affect price action on a particular asset. So um, what I have here is just kind of showing, at 6 cents, looking at circulating supply, roughly 5 billion coins at 6 cents. That's total market cap. So you can see as price goes up, right? Market cap goes up. That's just a visual representation. So it's really easy to kind of understand. Then this was two different trading days. And these were two pretty good days that Electroneum's had since the wallets have been released and the coin has been dumped, and there's been circulating supply already identified. And all this is kind of showing you guys, what I'm trying to show you is with a positive sentiment and a large volume, or with how the coin has been reacting to the volume, okay, or how the volumes change and how the price of the coin is gonna how that's gonna affect the price of the coin. So or at least right now, and with the way the sentiment is. So 17 December, okay, we had an open of 6.2 cents, high of 7.2, low of 5.9, closed at 7.1. We had a volume of 9.6, and our market cap was recorded as $314 million. So analyzing that data, right? If you take volume and divide it by your circulating supply, which I know this isn't exact, this is an estimate, all right, you come up with an effect of 0.00192, da 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 da, right? So when you this is the price spread basically for the high to the low is 1.3402 cents. That was the effect that the volume had on the price of Electroneum. So, sentiment can definitely affect that, right? So if you had it open at 5.9 cents, it could have easily dipped down to 1.3. But the point is that there was a positive sentiment on this particular day, and the effect of $9.6 million worth of volume had the potential to move the coin as much as 1.3 cents. Now, on the 21st of December, that was also a very good day, and you can see the open was 7.739 cents, and the high was 12 cents for a low of 7.5 cents. So that day we had a volume of 27.886 million, and the effect was 0.0055 total. And this is just a measurement of what the volume had on that circulating supply and what that actual effect was, right? Um, that's just to be able to gauge that, right? So obviously, the more that that volume goes up, that number is going to continue to increase, right? So in this case, the sentiment for a $27.8 million volume had the ability to move 5 billion coins, right? In price from 7.5 cents to 12.364 cents, right? Which gives us a price spread of 4.8624 cents, right? Which that's a huge gain, right? That was a really good day for Electroneum. And if you guys, you know, if you guys sold here, I'm not a day trader or anything, but if you sold at 12 cents, I mean, realistically, you could buy back in today. Just 5 days later, you could buy back in at 8 cents, and you literally would have just accumulated a shit ton of coins, right? But just looking at these 2 days and then applying the same for if we can assume that when we get on to these bigger exchanges, that we end up getting some kind of a volume around 400 million, right? Then this is the kind of effect that we could potentially see on our circulating supply, right? So we have a volume of 400 million into a circulating supply of 5 billion. The effect could be as much as a 0.08. And these are the types of price swings that we could see. Um, you know, uh, these are the types of price swings that we could potentially see. Now, at this point, this would be assuming that that we would have this much exponential growth right here. The multiplier that I used to get from 27.8 to 400 million, I just used the same multiplier to get from this price to this price. Now, that's totally just, I came up with that number, right, as a starting point to try to assume, okay, well, if we get to the point where we now have a volume of 400 million, then it's probably safe to assume that we've also grown in price, right? So just to come up with a number, right, I came up with a 1.07, so $1.07, and then the price swing on this much potential here is 69 cents, right? So we could see growth in a day at this volume on on the uh, on the Electroneum's coin from $1.07 all the way up to $1.06. Okay, on a good day with positive sentiment, right? This price swing is using the exact same numbers that I used to understand and analyze this price swing and this price swing, just with much higher volume. And if we were to have this kind of a day, right, with this amount of volume, in the future, these are the types of prices that we could potentially see with this coin. Okay, and what we've seen in the past on a much smaller level, right? Already on the 17th and on the 21st. So, that's part of the reason why I went ahead and I've upped my position, and I'm just gonna basically hold on to this coin all year because there's just too many positive things that are expected to happen, and it's almost like a domino chain effect that's gonna, um, you know, that's gonna end up happening, right? We got multiple deals that are on the table that are already pretty much penned. We have huge deals that are set up and set to be announced, that are close to being done. We have all the other exchanges that we can still get listed on. We have the app coming out on iOS. We have the mobile mining that's getting ready to get started. We just had announcements tonight talking about referral, um, programs for referring the app itself, and additional referral bonuses that can be applied for running the miner on your phone. So, anybody that you refer, if they're mining on the phone, you get a referral bonus off that. Which that's all huge, because that's just going to be more incentive for people to not only use the app that's going to give them free cryptocurrency, but refer other people to it. So, I mean, it's really just going to be a matter of time with this. And the last thing that you want to do is risk moving your coins, chasing some other profit when for a fact that, I mean, almost for a fact, I know I'm feeling extremely confident that Electroneum is going to go through the roof, and losing the price that you bought at, even by a cent or two, could end up being um an exponentially huge loss, in a relatively short amount of time. And it's, to me, it's not a risk worth taking. I'd much rather just hang on to my coins and know that I'm going to moon here in no time. But that's just me, and that's just what I'm planning to do. So, if you guys enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed the discussion, then please hit the bell, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. Looking forward to the new year with Electronium. So, all right.